This is really old-fashioned embezzlement. This is just taking money from customers and using it for your own purpose. Not sophisticated at all. Employees would communicate, invoicing and expenses on Slack. They use QuickBooks, a multi-billion-dollar company using QuickBooks.
QuickBooks?
QuickBooks. Even in the most failed companies, you have a fair roadmap of what happened. We're dealing with literally a sort of a paperless bankruptcy in terms of how they created this company.
This is the What Are We Doing podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Levi McCurdy, and welcome back to episode 69 of the What Are We Doing podcast. And listen, it's over, okay? Sam Bankman-Fried, he's been arrested. He's arrested in the FTX Ponzi scheme. It's the biggest Ponzi scheme out there. And it's just the same excuse over and over and over again with Sam. It's the same excuse. He's trying to make people whole. He says the American servers can handle withdrawals, except for some reason, everyone's money's still missing. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because now the trial has started. He's been arrested. Sam's in jail. He's in some Miami jail somewhere. And so he's rotting away there until February, I believe, until it's his time to talk at the trial. And now his girlfriend is allegedly flipping on him. We're flipping on SBF. She fled to Hong Kong. She fled to Hong Kong when this whole thing went down to allegedly avoid arrest because she's behind the whole damn thing. And now she's been spotted in New York, allegedly to testify against Sam, make a deal for herself, and presumably just get a lesser of a sentence, and they're just going to let her off. They're going to let her off. You know what I mean? And so she's flipping. You know what I mean? The bitch is flipping. She's flipping, and she's testifying against her chubby ex-boyfriend, bitch, Sam Bankman-Fried. And she's getting a deal, and then she's getting off, and she's going to blame it all on Sam, and she's going to walk away, and she's going to go get a job at Binance. You know what I mean? She's going to go work for the competitor that brought down her companies. And they're going to offer her like $30 million a year, and she'll say, yeah, sure, why not? And she'll go work for them and be secure and taken care of for the rest of her life. And as she should, as the rest of the FTX crew should. And you know what I mean? And it's just what happens. And so the trial is beginning, and of course, all we see here is Kevin O'Leary. Kevin O'Leary has his ass all over the courtrooms, the news networks, the interviews, the public outreach, the TikToks, the YouTubes. It's just nothing but cries for help from Kevin O'Leary. He lost $10 million, $30 million, however much money he lost, and he's crying about it. He's crying to mommy and daddy, and he's like, I just want to know where my money is. And of course, he's put himself in the middle of it, and it's funny. It's just now, of course, and they called him to the stand for the testimony of the trial, and he has this to say.
Why do you believe FTX failed?
I have an opinion. I don't have the records. Here it is. After my accounts were stripped of all of their assets and all of the accounting and trade information, I couldn't get answers from any of the executives in the firm, so I simply called Sam Bankman-Fried and said, where is the money, Sam? He said he had been refused access to the servers. He no longer knew. I said, okay, let's step back. This is a simple case in my mind of where did the money go? And I said, Sam, walk me back 24 months. Tell me the use of proceeds of the assets of your company. Where did you spend it? And then he told me about a transaction that occurred over the last 24 months, the repurchase of his shares from Binance, his competitor. I didn't know this at the time, but at some point,
it's a big no-no.
CZ or Binance, who runs Binance, purchased 20% ownership in Sam Bankman-Fried's firm for seed stock. And then, over time, and I asked him, what would compel you to spend $2 billion was the number he was giving me at that time. Later, in a subsequent conversation, about 24 hours later, he told me it could have been as much as $3 billion to buy back the shares from CZ. I asked him, what would compel you to do that? Why wouldn't you keep your assets on your balance sheet? And why would you offer this to just one shareholder? He said, because every time we went to get licensed in different jurisdictions, because you must understand the prize of crypto is...
Right, this is what they want. So then this is, pause it. This is what they want. This is exactly what they need, right? So this is why this happened. I think he's going to continue to explain this here in a minute, but this is why this happened, right? Crypto is unregulated. So government and government entities and government assets and government companies and people who work with them and who need to be regulated by their rules cannot use cryptocurrency. And so it was a race between Binance and FTX, the two biggest crypto exchanges on the market, to get there first. They needed to be regulated in order to make even more trillion. SBF's Sam's goal to be a trillionaire, to give away $1 trillion, would be made possible if FTX became a regulated cryptocurrency exchange via the government and all of its entities. And so it was the foot race to get there. And so that's why he's making these ridiculous offers at $2, sometimes $3 billion equity shares. And it's the grand Mac Daddy of it all is to become regulated. And so Binance, CZ, the CEO of Binance, saw his move and thought, if I just tank the freaking price of the FTX token because I own $500 million worth, that will flood the market. I'll tweet it out and we'll essentially become the downfall of FTX.
To get regulated. For all the talk we say about Bitcoin and everything else, no institutions own this. I work for the sovereign wealth and pension plans. They don't touch this stuff because it's unregulated. Between these two, let's call them frenemies, because they obviously were potentially the two largest shareholders in the firm, they had a disagreement. They had a falling apart. Apparently, according to Sam Bankman-Fried, CZ would not comply with the regulator's request in these different geographies, these different jurisdictions, to provide the data that would clear them for a license. He withheld it, according to Sam Bankman-Fried. The only option the management and Sam Bankman-Fried had was to buy him out at an extraordinary valuation of close to $32 billion, less apparently a 15% discount.
Right, because it's worth
stripped
50.
the balance sheet of assets. You ask me why it went bankrupt? Go to the last week. All of a sudden, in social media, CZ is asking for another $500 million. He wants to do a block trade of FTT, or the proprietary token of FTX. Wants it converted back to fiat. Why would you put that out there? You know it's going to push down the pressure. It's going to push down the value of that coin dramatically, and that's exactly what happened. Every trader knows that if you have a large block trade, you go negotiate a clearing price with other buyers and you do the transaction. In my view, my personal opinion, these two behemoths that own the unregulated market together and grew these incredible businesses in terms of growth were at war with each other. And one put the other out of business intentionally. Now, maybe there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe there's nothing wrong with love and war. But Binance is a massive, unregulated, global monopoly now. They put FTX out of business. Now, lots of other reasons, I'm sure, but that's my personal opinion. That is what Sam Bankman-Fried told me in terms of where the assets went. Why should we care? Single reason. I'm a shareholder. You tell me the two largest shareholders do a transaction together, that's a related party transaction. I'm not sure that's okay. Maybe I want a Madoff clawback on those proceeds.
Uh-oh. So everyone's pissed, right? Billions. Billions are gone. Billions are gone. And it's funny. It's funny the celebrities who endorsed it, they're all pissed. And most of them are laying low because most of them are being sued, right? And then there's celebrities like Batman. What's his name? He's Batman, isn't he? Or he's Gordon, or he's somebody. He's Ben McKenzie. Ben McKenzie. He's from the OC. He went and got a college degree after that, and then I think he did a little bit of Batman, and then now he's like a anti-crypto dude. He's been all over news networks, all over blogs, all over everything, all over Twitter, telling people like, "Hey, stay away from crypto." And now he's all over the SBF trial with, the same script, like, it's a Ponzi scheme. It's the worst since Madoff. It's this, it's that, it's this. He's saying the same shit everyone else is saying. It's fine. But, he's testifying too. And, we get it, man. And it's just like, now we've got like mysterious crypto billionaire deaths. There's like 3 dudes now. There's like a Russian guy, 2 other people who are just falling off the face of the earth who were like crypto billionaires, and they're talking to like government agencies. And like, listen, if you talk to a government agency, it's kind of over for you. Like, don't do that. You know what I mean? Like it won't end. It'll probably end with you over the boat with your pants on and your wallet in your pocket, and they'll call it a suicide. You know what I mean? That's probably what'll happen. But SBF will most likely go to jail. And here's what I want. I want SBF to go to jail. I want him to lose a little bit of weight. I want him to pump some iron, and I want him to get ripped. Okay, I want him to come out with like a 6-pack. I want him to shave the afro, go straight, Slim Shady, you know what I mean? And dude, come out of jail, and day one, do the same thing the Fire Island guy did. Announce a new crypto platform or a new coin or a new NFT project, something in the crypto space day one out of prison. You're ripped, it's your new brand. Make a coin, make more crypto, and just come out the gate with like $1 million. You know what I mean? And, like the Fire Festival guy, like do exactly what he did. He went to jail for stealing everyone's money, sending them to hell, essentially, which is literally like he sent them to an island with no food, no housing, no water, and just a bunch of 20-year-old horned up freaking young kids who want to get fucked up and listen to Pitbull on this private island because they think it's Firefest. And there was like nothing there. And like people are sucking dick just to get the water truck through the gate. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of a disaster. I think Sam should do the same thing. So he went to jail, right? And then he came out, and now he's got another festival, I'm pretty sure, in the works. Like there's a treasure hunt involved. I don't know. Look it up. And so, but like, dude, it's coming, man. So I think SBF should get out of jail. And then once the trial's over, let him lay low. I think he then needs to come out and announce like SafeCoin. He calls it SafeCoin. And then, because he's all about safety now with, what happened before in the past. He doesn't want to happen again. So your coins will be safe with SafeCoin. And it'll be the best crypto ever you ever invested in. And now, dude, the celebrities, hey, remember? Hey, you remember this clip when I said this, including the Kardashians, this kind of gentle letter, but in 2017, the FTC was sending its own letters. Well, ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, Jimmy. It's finna be a bumpy ride, Like, we had the list. Unfortunately, our man Post Malone's on the list, but like Jimmy Fallon, Taylor Swift, Paris Hilton, I don't know, maybe not Taylor Swift, Paris Hilton, all their friends, they're getting sued now too. So basically, it's over for any celebrity who ever endorsed crypto. Like any celebrity who was ever in a crypto commercial, on a crypto thing, had us a crypto coin, did a crypto rug pull. Like it's over for you guys, and you're getting sued by the mass public because like they trusted you and they're not getting their money's worth. Like all of the Bored Ape Yacht Club kids are getting sued out the ass because it's all worthless now. And the promise was fortune. And so, you know, but maybe not. I don't know. I didn't buy one. I don't know. I didn't know what the promise was. I didn't see the hype in it. I didn't buy any NFTs. Thank freaking God. Okay. Thank God I didn't buy any NFTs. I almost did, and I might still. Who knows? The market, it's low now. Like I might get in. I can get a Bored Ape for like $200. You know what I mean? If I can get a Bored Ape for like $200, let's go, baby. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But I'm pretty sure if you ask like all the crypto bros, I'm pretty sure it's over. Dude, I'm telling you, if you have money on these exchanges, I would cut your losses now because I think the company that you're hosting your money on will go under before you get your money off. And I'm guaranteeing you, anyone listening to this podcast doesn't have their crypto on an actual physical device. It's probably on Robinhood or you know, crypto.com or freaking Coinbase or whatever. Get it off, dude. Get it off. You've already lost it. Just get whatever you can, cash out, take your girl and get some steaks at Texas Roadhouse and call it a day. You know what I mean? That's it. Like it's done now. We got out way early. Like it's fine. We're good. And I think maybe it's just time. Maybe just buy a couple NFTs. You know what I mean? Just buy a couple NFTs and I think you'll be good. It'll be fine. Everyone will be happy and it'll be a great time for everybody. But wait a minute, I think what is that? That's crazy. It looks like a glimmer of hope. It's kind of like a light in the distance. And it's not my ring light, or maybe it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's the answers to all of our problems. Ladies and gentlemen, the crypto market is saved. It's Trump cards. Trump is featured with a chiseled chest, wearing a cape, triumphantly riding an elephant and sporting a dapper James Bond-style tuxedo in the cards, according to his announcement on Truth Social. Hello, everyone. This is Donald Trump, hopefully your favorite president of all time. Better than Lincoln, better than Washington, with an important announcement. He starts the video. Listen, this is how you know the man has fully lost it. Not only are we launching an NFT project, not only are we calling ourselves a better president than George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, we're reading from a teleprompter, and you know he had input from this teleprompter. It's so him. I don't even think he needs to read it because I think he wrote it and he probably memorized the script already. That's just what kind of guy he is. You know what I mean? Better than Washington with an important announcement. Trump said in a tone-deaf video linked to the post, I'm doing my first official Donald J. Trump NFT collection.
Hopefully your favorite president of all time, better than Lincoln, better than Washington, with an important announcement to make. I'm doing my first official Donald J. Trump NFT collection right here and right now. They're called Trump Digital Trading Cards. These cards feature some of the really incredible artwork pertaining to my life and my career. It's been very exciting. You can collect your Trump digital cards just like a baseball card or other collectibles. Here's one of the best parts. Each card comes with an automatic chance to win amazing prizes like dinner with me. I don't know if that's an amazing prize, but it's what we have. Or golf with you and a group of your friends at one of my beautiful golf courses, and they are beautiful. I'm also doing Zoom calls, a one-on-one meeting, autographing memorabilia, and so much more. We're doing a lot. My official Trump digital trading cards are $99, which doesn't sound like very much for what you're getting. Buy one and you will join a very exclusive community,
listen,
my community. And I think
Dude, this is insane. You can do it. Let's do it right now. I want one of each. How many are there and how many can we buy? They're $99 each. And there's apparently 45,000 of these. I mean, look at some of the, here's Cowboy Trump. And if you do this one, you can win a Miami dinner with Donald Trump. You can go to Miami and have dinner with Donald Trump. I want this one. Mar-a-Lago group cocktail hour. I want this one. One-on-one meeting with number 45. Jesus Christ, we're referring to ourselves as number 45. I want that one. I don't play golf. I don't want that one. I want this one where he's dressed up as a pilot, and I could win a Zoom call. So I'm gonna win something at this point in time. Once we buy these, can you set up? Megs needs to set up. Megs is gonna set up our wallet. And we're going to buy these with our crypto that we have left in, the exchanges in our FTX servers. Holy shit, dude, there's more. If you buy 45 of them, you're guaranteed a ticket to a dinner with the president. It's not a giveaway. It's not a chance. It's a guarantee dinner with the president, Donald Trump. So you have to buy 45 of these. What's that? $4,500? Do you want to go? What's two of us? $9,000, almost 10, probably with suits and shit. We got to get fancy. 10 grand. 10 grand for two people to go have dinner with Donald Trump. I'm in. Let's spend it. How much money has this podcast made so far this week? Let's go to, hold on. How much money have we made? Can we afford? Listen, because of you guys, it's episode 69. We might go all out. We spent 15 grand on sunglasses last week. The sunglasses we had on last week were like 15 grand. These are like 6. These were 6. These ones here, these I got when we got like 10 followers on Snapchat. We got 10 followers on Snapchat, so I spent 6 grand on these glasses. How much money did we make this week? We're up another $1. We're at $8.74. I think we should go. I think we should buy 90 Trump cards and get 2 tickets to dinner with Trump. I think we should do it. And I think it's going to be one of the greatest things of all times. I mean, look at the cards. Look at them. Trump's team said, hey, Mr. President, we can put your face in this AI app. We paid $2.99 for it, and it's on the App Store. It's fine. I have about 15 renders of you right now, and we can make these into NFTs, sell them for $100 a piece, and we'll make $4.5 million instantly because they'll sell out. Are they sold out yet? They're sold out. They sold out in less than 12 hours. They're sold out. You can no longer buy a Donald Trump playing card digital NFT. They're sold out. They're sold out. The Donald Trump NFT sold out in less than 24 hours. Is this almost as ridiculous? Is this almost ridiculous as MILF Manor on TLC?
Life has given me some curveballs. I think it's my time to find love.
I was married for 14 years. I want to get a chance to do me a little.
Young men have much more energy. They think out of the box. I want that.
Especially in the bedroom.
I am in this amazing, beautiful mansion here in Mexico. This is a perfect place to find love. Welcome to the villa. You're about to embark on a dating experience like none other. Let's go!
I have an extremely high libido. Is that too much saying I have an extremely high libido? Should I just have said high libido?
Ladies, where's all the men at?
I'm ready to connect with somebody who doesn't really care how old I am.
I'm just looking to have fun.
Here we go.
What the hell?
It just got real.
What are we doing with MILFs at the manor? Hey, hey, what are we doing with MILFs at the manor? Okay, and the twist, we're gonna get to it in a minute, but can we not get better MILFs than that? I mean, listen, a few of them, maybe, sure, but like most of them aren't too MILFy. You know what I mean? No, I don't know. And the plot twist. Come on with the twist, the one twist that we're all supposed to be the twist, so that we don't know the twist. It's their fucking 25-year-old sons. It's all their sons. It's their sons with their 12 packs and their moms at MILF Manor. And they're all running around on the island in Mexico, banging each other's sons. Can you imagine right now, me and Sandy Dunkel, you know what I mean? Not referring to my mother as a MILF, by the way, but if there was a reality where we'd have to be on this show together, like, and then what? Like, I know how these shows work. Like every morning, all the MILFs go off and they talk to each other, and all the sons are going to go off and they're going to all talk to each other about what MILFs they're vibing with and who they're hooking up with and like who they're trying to go on dates with. And they're like, oh, mate, I like your mom, mate. And like your mom's kind of nice and like your mom's kind of hot. And then like all the moms will get together and they'll be like, well, tell me a little more about your son. Tell me more about your son, Sandy. And like all the other moms will be intrigued and like they'll start listening so they can pick up hints to try to pick up meat. You know what I mean? Like, so we're on MILF Island with all of their sons. And so now, and then they're going to huddle up and they're going to go back and it'll just be like, you know, like if one of the other MILFs is like, well, I'm really vibing with Levi. I think Levi and I really have a connection. And then Sandy will be like, well, you have to be gentle. Levi is a free spirit. Levi he will do what he wants when he wants to do it. And you just have to be okay with that. You just have to be patient with him. And if you're patient, I think you two, I see it. I think you two are going to make a great. Now, me and Jeremy, how do we feel about Jeremy and I, ladies? What are we thinking here? You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird. Like you thought Dated and Related was bad. Okay. Like Dated and Related, we're talking about MILF Manor on TLC. And by the way, here's another plot twist for you. TLC stands for The Learning Channel. Okay. And, they've made some pretty insane shows. Like we're not really learning too much anymore. Like you might learn a thing here or there, maybe a thing or two, but like we're not learning too much, I don't think, from the MILFs in Mexico. You know what I mean? But there's also nothing like the CEO won't do. Like if you pitch a show to the CEO of TLC, like you just need to have a title for the pitch. Like you don't need a description, you don't need a budget, you don't need actors, you just need a working title. You go into the room all nervous and like Howard Lee's just sitting there waiting for you to speak, and you say, hi, hello, the title of my project's called My 6,000-Pound Sister Wives. And it's where we follow 10 600-pound women who are all married to one man who is equal of them all at 6,000 pounds. So it's collectively 12,000 pounds, but we can't fit that. We might be able to fit it. If you can fit it in the title, we'll call it My 12,000-Pound Sister Wives, but we think we'll start with 6. And then the spin-off series can be 12, where we follow the husband after we're done meeting all of the girls individually. You know what I mean? And so then they're like, yep, done, instant, let's go. We greenlight it. We get 30 seasons. Here's $10 million each season, and we go make the show. You know what I mean? Like here's some of the lineup at TLC, the Learning Channel here. We've got the 1,000-Pound Sisters, which I can't watch, by the way. I would love to watch Amy and her sister gallivant all over town in the minivan with the sister in the back. I love that they just toss the sister who's big in the back, and she's just kind of in the back of the van wherever they go because she doesn't really fit in one or two or any combination of seats in the van. It's just all cleared out, and they just kind of blobber in there. You know what I mean? 90 Day Fiance, The Little Couple, 7 Little Johnsons, dude. Little People, Big World, Kate plus 8. John's out, by the way. Like John, like he cheated and like no one really likes him anymore. So it's not John and Kate plus 8. It's just Kate plus 8 now. Completely different show because they're divorced. And so, like 19 Kids and Counting, the Duggar Family, but that one's out now, I think, because the Duggar dad is like a pedophile or something. He's like a bad guy. He's not a good guy. So I think they're out. But you know what I mean? You just have to either be a little person or morbidly obese and you can get a show on TLC. But now in 2023, we're stepping shit up at TLC. Okay, we're getting a little fancy. We're switching up the game. We're kind of reeling in the bigger fish. We've got bigger budgets now. We're going to Mexico. We got drone shots. We got MILFs. We got all their sons, and we're switching it up. So they listen. And the casting, by the way, for this, they would have had to have found hot 10 MILFs with sons who are also hot, but also into MILFs themselves. Like, it doesn't work if all of the pieces don't fit. So like these couples, it probably took them like a few years just to find these people. Now, it's probably not that hard out in LA, maybe some New York, but they're probably mostly all from LA. That's why they're in Mexico. It was a hot, quick flight over to Mexico, and it probably didn't cost them much. So most of them probably came from the LA area. Just saying. And so, you know what I mean? And so they found 10 of the most willing MILFs or whores, whatever word you want to use. I hope one of them fucks their son. Listen, I said it when we talked about Data and Related. If you watch Netflix Data and Related, I said when that was out, there's a clip somewhere. If I find it, I'll put it in. And if I don't, I'm sorry. It's not because I'm lazy. It's just because I don't have time. And it's already Friday and it's 2:00 and the episode should have been out by now, but I'm still just recording now and it's fine. But like, I really hope one of the mothers has too much champagne, okay, and says, fuck it, I'm gonna suck my son's dick tonight. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit. Okay, here it is. Every one of these shows, every season of these shows, there's always like on Love Island, Data and Related, Incest Island, whatever, they have like a masquerade episode where everyone gets all sexy in lingerie and then puts their like New Orleans, like sexy, sleek, like cover half your face, like ballroom, whatever, masquerade-esque mask on. I think it would be, you know what I mean? Then they show like a dancing montage and that's how they fill half the episode. They'll do that. And because these MILFs, they'll be drinking a little too much champagne. They're going to have the mask on. They're not going to recognize it. And one of the moms is going to make out with their son. And I think that would make for an excellent show. Okay? You know what I mean? Mask, emotions, there's no rules. It's getting hot and heavy. You know what I mean? No one will know. And then like, dude, it's an all new show on TLC, you know, where mothers watch their sons hook up and have sex with a bunch of the females that they're hanging out with. Can you imagine? Now, none of my friends are single, right? So none of my friends would be caught dead on this show, but just stick with me. I'm not single either. But stick with me here for the bit. It's me, Paul, Carlos, Justin, Zach, Scott, and Tyler. Like the only people that I kind of like semi-like and talk to on the planet. It's all of us and maybe a few others. We'll bring one. I probably forgot some people that I actually like and talk to or actually people who want to be involved. We'll get a few more. And it's all of us plus our moms, dude. Can you imagine you're on a sexual reality show with your mom? Okay, I'm baking Christmas cookies with my mom tomorrow afternoon. Okay, I might pitch it. I'm gonna ask her, if I sign us up, will she go on season 2 of MILF Manor with me? And we'll make it big. We'll be the it couple. We'll be the ones that everyone wants to hook up with. We'll run the gamut on the whole show. And then Sandy and I will get a book deal. We might get our own Netflix series. We might get an Oprah interview, and we might be as big as Markle and the guy that she stole from the royal castle. You know what I mean? Here's the friggin' title. Here's the title for the promotion of the show. Thirsty Moms Lust After 8 Sexy Kids, right? MILF Manor is set in an exquisite location along the beautiful beaches of Mexico. Tensions run high when 8 women and 8 young hunks come together to find love. The women include a competitive 47-year-old fitness studio owner from Mexico currently living in Miami, a spontaneous 50-year-old disco mommy from Orange County, LA, a 44-year-old Jersey girl currently living in Los Angeles, a 59-year-old fitness instructor and singer from Los Angeles, and a 50-year-old event planner who used to be the B-girl back in the day, just to name a few. Okay, so these bitches are hot, and they're from LA and Miami. Here we go. There will be challenges that will prove if a connection is genuine or if it's time to leave the manor in each episode. Oh, yeah, we're doing it Love Island style, baby, which means we're getting 36 episodes of MILF Manor out the gate. And then they're renewing it for season 2, baby. Each episode with the men winning over MILFs with their charming good looks, or will their behavior prove them to be underexperienced and land them on the chopping block? Expect chemistry, jealousy, and top-notch drama. Oh, God. You have the right to fuck whoever you want, but not your mother. We're going to watch it. You know what I mean? Okay, so listen, we're going to watch it. Megs and I will 100% be watching MILF Manor, okay? So, here's the proposal, dude. Here it is. Here's the proposal. This is what we should do. I figured it out. Now, it'll have to come in season 2, but what if the judge sentences SBF and his mother to season 2 of MILF Island for all of his involvement in FTX and stealing billions of dollars from Kevin O'Leary and us and everyone else in the whole world, and scams and Ponzi scheme, whatever, you know what I mean? Part of Sam Bankman-Fried's sentencing is not only jail time for 15 years, but once he's out, he then has to go on MILF Manor with his mom and 8 other single moms and their sons. You know what I mean? I think here's the thing, man. I think a lot of us have enough mommy issues as it is. You know what I mean? I was on the phone with my other 2 guy friends who also have psychotic mothers, and we're probably going to be making a short horror film based on their moms, right? And hear us out. So here's what we're going to do, right? Hear me out. This is the premise. And I'm going to flesh it out. This is me fleshing it out. So hopefully it sounds good. And if it's not, we'll cut the whole thing out. But if you're hearing it, it sounds good to me. And I think we're going to do it. It's called Sunshine. Okay. Our horror short. We're going to make a short horror film, maybe 10, 15 minutes, maybe longer. I don't know. And it's going to be called Sunshine. And the poster's going to be all dark and grungy. It's a horror movie, whatever. And it's going to be about a guy. He's probably gay. We're not sure yet. It might be a guy, might be a gay, might be 2 girls, might be a straight couple. I don't know. We're going to audition some people. We're going to talk to some people, come up with some premises. But for right now, I think it might be a gay guy in the building across from another gay guy. So probably gay, but not sure yet. And he'll live in an okay, but kind of shitty, but kind of hipster apartment building. Think 2016 Dakota Johnson, How to Be Single movie apartment vibes. You know what I mean? And like, so when he's living in this apartment, he'll like hear shit, right? And like, but he's not terrified of the apartment building, but he knows it's definitely haunted. Okay. And every so often he'll hear like this creepy kind of like demonic singing, but like, obviously he's not going to talk to anyone about it, but his BetterHelp therapist, you know what I mean? Promo code WADA, check out. And there will be like a guy across the street who's like obviously single and like, or not across the street, but he'll have like the apartment across the hall, right? Their apartments, they're in a building, and then like, you know, they leave their apartments, they see each other sometimes in the mail room or like across, just leaving at the same time, whatever, you know what I mean? And so they'll flirt every so often, but like no one will make a move kind of relationship until one day they get into like a situation where he's over at his place because like the Wi-Fi's out, and he's like, hey, you're a tech guy, right? Can you come help me? And then like they drink too much tequila and then they end up fucking. And like in the middle of the night, he sneaks back over to his apartment because like you don't spend the night in the New York City hookup, people. And so like they live in the same apartment building, so he just like kind of woke up, so he goes back to his apartment, you know what I mean? And like he hears the singing again, and it's like, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray. But it's like 4 a.m. and he's like half drunk and like he's half asleep. So he just goes back to his place and doesn't think too much of it, right? And so like the next morning / afternoon, the guys like wake up, they're hungover, and like they both awkwardly like leave the house at the same time to go get coffee, right? I don't know. Maybe it's lesbians. Maybe it's I don't know. It's probably two gay guys. I'm not sure yet. Maybe Morgan and Christina. It might be. Maybe I'll use Morgan and Christina as the actors. Maybe we'll do that. I'll pitch it to them at cookie time. And so I don't know. But they leave at the same time to go get coffee because that's what you do after a hookup in New York, right? They leave at the same time. And as they're leaving and they're like having this awkward interaction face to face again after like their awkward drunk hookup the night before, he hears again this singing and he realizes it's coming from the other dude's apartment. He's just, you never know, dear, how much I love you. And then the other guy's like, you want to go get coffee together? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then like the whole time he realizes it's coming from the dude's apartment. He was right. He's not crazy. It was like not a dream. It's coming from his apartment. And so then like he realizes it's coming from the other dude's apartment. And he's like, you'll never know, dear. And so they go get coffee, and he gets a mocha frap. The other dude gets a cafe latte. And he makes a plan, right? He's like, he's going to figure out his schedule. He kind of already knows the schedule because they've been living there for like a year. It's New York, whatever. And so he figures it out. And like once he leaves to go to like his internship or his job or whatever, he breaks into his apartment, right? And like he hears it, it's like, please don't make my sunshine go away. You are my sunshine. And so like weeks go by, and he finally learns his schedule, and he breaks in, and like he's like looking around his apartment, he's trying to figure it out, and like he opens the bedroom closet door and finds like this kind of like this like being creature kind of thing. It kind of looks like, you know, like what Voldemort looks like, the version of Voldemort at the end of Harry Potter, like that pops out of Harry's scar, like when they're in purgatory or whatever. Like there's a picture on the screen. It looks like that. Like that's in his closet, and it's his 135-year-old mother he's been keeping in his closet, and that's like her life form now, and like the only memory she has, because she's just like this little being, because she's so old, the only memory she has is like this song, and so she just sings it, you are my sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray. Song that my mother has literally left me as voicemails on my phone. Paul will testify. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi McCurdy. I gotta go eat lunch, dude. I'm hungry. Thank you guys so much. Listen, there's going to be a brand new wadpod.com coming soon. So whenever you go to wadpod.com, it redirects you to our website. That is going to change. It is coming soon. We're going to be writing more blog posts. We're going to be writing more blog posts. We're going to be having the podcast on the actual website. We're going to have guest spots. We're going to have tips and tricks. We're going to have PDFs and resources for you guys to download. We are overhauling the website to make this podcast not only fun and entertaining for you to watch and listen to and maybe learn something or laugh or however you view this podcast, whether you think it's fucking funny or not. You can use it as a resource, maybe start your own, maybe sign up for a course, maybe get a resource, maybe get a PDF download, maybe read a blog post about the best microphone to buy on Black Friday, like shit like that we are going to have on the blog, and we are going to be feeding it constantly. So we're developing that website right now. We are developing the content for it. It's going to take us just a few more weeks, maybe hopefully in the first few months of the new year that will be coming. And you guys just will be a help for that. You're watching this on Spotify, so you're running up those ads. You're helping us earn money. If you join our Patreon, patreon.com/whatarewedoing, you can help us there. We have a bunch of Patreons already, so we're earning money that way. That's essentially going to pay for the server that's going to run this website for us. So thank you. It will be free. Thanks to you guys. Not only do we get Netflix, we get a new banging website for free because of you. So head on over to patreon.com/whatarewedoing and check that out. wadpod.com/links is still all you need. Our YouTube channel is on there. Thank you guys so much. We're running those numbers up. We're way past 500 now. I think we're at 508, 510 maybe. Like 10 fresh new faces out the gate. Let's go. Rock and roll. You know what I mean? Our buddy Tim, 20 Tim Minutes, just hit 300, and I just gave him a few tips and tricks. We're going to get him to 500 over on YouTube too. You know what I'm saying? So, this has been episode 69 of the What Are We Doing podcast. I hope you guys enjoy it. Free SBF. I think we should give him another chance. Don't you guys agree? Listen, I think as long as Sam Bankman-Fried joins the cast, his mother, who's apparently, I think, a political figure, so she probably will do it. She'll probably do it, right? I think him and his mother should join MILF Manor Season 2, and that's what we should do. That's what we should do. That should be it. And this has been episode 69 of the What Are We Doing podcast. Happy holidays, everybody. If I decide to do an episode next week, I will, but if not, I will see you after Christmas. It's been a crazy year. We're trying to wrap up all the work at the companies, the podcasts, everything, the studios, Megs. We don't even have a freaking tree yet. We've got like 10 days till Christmas, and I don't even have a freaking tree. Listen, it's fine. If you can get your hands on a Trump digital NFT, it's got to be a resale because they're sold out now. So don't spend more than $150 on yours like I did. Thank you guys so much for listening. My name's Levi McCurdy. This is What Are We Doing podcast. wadpod.com/links is everything you need. Click the links down below to help us out. And you know what I mean? It's going to be a blast. We're going to go to episode 70 and we're going to take this shit to the next level and do episode 100 in the new year. Thanks to you guys. Thank you guys so much. Peace out, everybody. This is the What Are We Doing podcast.